All right, welcome in everybody. How are we doing today? Welcome into the Sunday conversation. Today is November 3rd. I hope you guys are all having a great weekend. I'm excited to be here today. I know some of you guys might be viewing this on TikTok for the very first time. So if you guys are in the chat in TikTok, just throw a like, throw a comment. It's the first time I'm streaming on TikTok through this software. So if you guys could help me out along the way, that would be fantastic. So welcome everyone for coming in. It's the Sunday conversation. Like I said, first time on TikTok live Sunday conversation. So I appreciate everyone being in here. This is cool for me to be able to do this. So if you guys are new and first time tuning into the program, I have a YouTube channel where I mainly run these Sunday conversations live every Sunday. So if you guys like the long form content more than just the TikToks, go on to my YouTube channel and go check that out, because that is where I do majority of the long form content in the live streams. I also have another live stream that I do called The Gentleman's Code on Wednesdays. So follow and we'll check that out. But welcome back everyone, my normal YouTube crowd, everybody, welcome in. I have a little bit of stuff planned for you guys today. What I have is I'm going to be going through just some e-commerce stuff about starting a business, general stuff. We're going to talk about some niche stuff. We're going to talk about getting up and started and the competitive nature that goes along with starting a business. And then I'll have some other stuff I want to show you, like a YouTube video I'm going to react to. And then we're going to talk through the AutoDS platform. So like I said, if you guys are new, make sure to like, subscribe. I do these videos every week, 2 videos a week, and then some other stuff sporadically here and there. So I appreciate you guys all being here. But for the YouTube folks, for the people on TikTok, let me know if you guys could see everything good. I'm not sure what it's looking like over there. I'm not able to see it on my end, so but I'm seeing that people are coming in, so appreciate everyone being here. All right, so first line of business, I wanted to talk about starting an online store, starting an online business in general. It doesn't even have to be a store, right? What are some of the things that you're going to have to deal with when starting an online business, right? First of all, you're going to have to deal with marketing, suppliers, creating your product, finding a product in a niche, right? People think, okay, I'm starting an online product, or I'm starting an online store, and I found my product, now I just need to get sales. Somebody actually reached out and told me that. They were like, listen, I have an online store now. I built it. How come I'm not getting any sales? Well, I'm like, well, what kind of marketing are you doing? What kind of advertising are you doing to push your product out there? Is your product good? Like, are people going to actually want to buy it? Is that something like that people are going to want to buy? I don't know. If your product's not good, no one's going to buy it. And they're especially not going to do it if you're not... If the product's not good, right? They're not going to do it and you're not doing any marketing for it. Who's going to see it and who's going to buy it? So it's completely up to you. And where we are in today's market of online businesses, right? It's super competitive. I know you'll see influencers out there that'll tell you it's super easy to start an online store and to get sales, right? They'll say, oh, you got to, it's super easy. Once you get your product out there, you're going to be raking in so many sales. When in fact, that's not really the case. It's super hard to get sales in e-commerce if it's very passive for you. There's people out there doing this as full-time jobs, and people like me that do it I do this very competitively. I go really hard at it when I do it. And for me, I'm not just very passive working on it 30 minutes a day, an hour a day. I'm putting hours in, and 40 hours a week sometimes, just like a full-time job, just to get online stores up and running. So that's the first line of business. It's a super competitive area that you're getting into. A lot of people are doing online sales, and that's the beauty of building an online business, is that anybody could do it, right? Anybody on the street could watch a YouTube video, could watch my live streams, and can see how to make an online business. It's accessible to everybody, no matter where you are, what country you're in. As long as you have internet access and a computer and a basic understanding of how to start a business, anybody could do it. So with that being said, if anybody could do it, then you're going to have a lot of competition. There's going to be a lot of different people trying to do what you're doing, right? So you really have to be competitive, and you have to understand that people are going to sell the same products as you. People are going to have the same advertising strategies as you. How are you going to stand out? How are you going to be unique? Is it going to be your marketing? Are you going to make creative videos to sell your product? Is your product going to sell itself? Is your product going to be so good that your videos could be shit and then people just buy it, right? So these are things you have to think about when you're starting an online business, right? So there's a couple different ways we could talk about starting an online business, right? So there's a couple different philosophies in starting an online business. You could go the traditional, you have a product on hand. Let's say you make, let's say you just have notebooks, right? You sell notebooks. You make these in your house, and you have a stockpile of them stocked up, and you build a website for them, and then you go on and you sell them, right? That's one traditional path, and that's what a lot of creative people do. I think it's a great thing to have a unique products. Products that people make inside their own house and by hand is obviously going to be more unique than something you could just get from a mass supplier on AliExpress or on a drop shipping website, right? So that brings me to part 2. You could do the traditional drop shipping method, which is you find a product online that you like, you're going to put it up on your store, and then somebody else is going to ship it to the customer for you, right? Somebody's going to bring it on, they're going to ship it, and then you could you take the profits from it, right? You take the difference, you pay for the product, and then when the customer buys it from whatever your price is, you get the difference. So that's another way. Another newer way that I actually have fallen in love with, and that I really see my businesses taking to the next level, is print on demand. So print on demand is very, very helpful for people that are creative in the digital aspect of graphic design and pictures and different cropping different things and making it look pretty, right? So what you could do with print on demand is take your graphic per se. Say you like graphic design and you make artwork, right? You could take your artwork and your graphic design and slap that on a t-shirt, on a hoodie, on phone cases, on pillows, blankets, right? There's all different things you could kind of put it on, and you can sell that. So that's print on demand. So, and the beauty about print on demand too is like with the notebook example, you don't have to hold any inventory. You don't have to have, the old way how people did kind of print on demand was that they would get an order in and they would have a t-shirt press, right? They would have a t-shirt press where the t-shirt was blank, and then they take their graphic and they would use the steam press, and then you have a graphic t-shirt, right? So everybody knows what a graphic t-shirt is. So that is the old way of how people would do it. But now there's these companies out there that once you get an order in, they will fulfill that order for you. So they'll take that blank and they'll take the mock-up that you designed with your logo, and then they'll print it and ship it right to the customer. So I think print on demand is one of the most slept on industries inside of the e-commerce realm, right? Because there's so many different things you could do with it. There's some phone cases or, t-shirts, hoodies, whatever you want to do. You have that option to do with print on demand. So I think it's super, super friendly for beginners, right? So I see some people coming in the TikTok chat and YouTube and stuff. So say what's up, guys. If you guys are in the chat, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know you guys are here, because the more I could see comments, the more I could interact with the crowd and everything. So if you guys are tuning in, make sure to drop a like. Let me know you guys are here. So going off of that, off of the example that you're going to be able to use print on demand to your advantage and all of these different resources you have with e-commerce, how are you going to stand out? And like I said, there's a few different ways you could stand out, but I think that it's due to marketing. You need to market yourself, and you need to market your products accordingly. If you don't do this right, you're not going to make sales. And that's one of the hard things that I had to learn when starting off in this business, is that it's really hard to market products if you're just a beginner, right? A lot of people think you could just make a video, put it up on the internet, and drive traction to it, and you're going to get hundreds of sales, right? When all reality, that's just not the case. It's a grind. It's something that you need to put your foot down and be creative about every single day. You need different ideas. And that's the thing, it comes back to product research. Is how are you going to market this product when you're choosing it? Is it something that you can make videos about every single day? Is it something that you are going to be able to make videos in a year, in 2 years? And it comes back to not just building an online store, it comes down to building a brand, right? You don't just want to have a fad product where you have a product that does very well for 1 month, 2 months around the holiday, right? You want something that's going to build a brand and something that's going to generate revenue for you over a year, over 2 years, and then you build it and you stack more revenue. And then in 2 years, you have a $100,000 company. That is the whole goal of online business and e-commerce, is to find something that you could scale and sell to the masses, and you could build a brand around it, build a business around it. That's the guy. Sam, what's up? I see you in the chat. Good to have you in here, Sam. I see a lot of people in TikTok too. Welcome in, everybody. This is the first stream I'm doing on TikTok. Like I said before, I usually stream on YouTube, so if you guys are new here, I appreciate everybody in the TikTok chat. I see a lot of people joining in, so make sure to comment if you guys are here. First live on TikTok. I'm talking about building an online business and how to do it with e-commerce. So what is the e-commerce landscape at the moment, right? We have Shopify, we have Amazon FBA, we have TikTok Shop, which is huge, and this is why I wanted to stream on TikTok, because TikTok Shop is so powerful, and TikTok Shop will be used by me, and we're going to watch a video here in a minute on the power of TikTok and why it's so big and why people are spending millions of dollars on TikTok Shop, right? It's really big. It's huge, because not only do I have the power to broadcast myself like this, but now if I put myself behind a product or a business and it gets free eyeballs, like we talked about, if you're going to pick something, do marketing for a product or something that's going to sell to the masses. And that's what you want. You want to build a brand around it. And that's the power of TikTok. So we're going to talk about that shortly. One other thing I wanted to talk about in terms of e-commerce and building a business that's relatively new, and tell me if you guys have heard about this, but not only do you have your traditional products you could buy online, right? Everybody buys clothes online, everybody buys phone cases, all that traditional stuff like hand-in products are good, right? Those are good products, and there's a lot of things you see on TikTok. I see a lot of different things, advertisements on TikTok and TikTok Shop and YouTube. The Neuro Gum is a big one. I actually like that product a lot. I think that's a very good product, and they did a very good job marketing it. But now we have this new wave of digital products. So digital products are things that you could just click and download to your phone, to your computer, use them as a spreadsheet, use it as graphic design tools, whatever kind of things, even pictures. You could even think of like an NFT as a digital product, right? These are things that you could buy online. It's just digital, something that's stored in your phone or your computer. So there's a huge market evolving for digital products. And if you're someone like me who works on the computer all day, you actually use digital products a lot. You might not even realize some of the digital products you use, but you do use digital products on the day-to-day, and I do as well. So if you're in the chat, what kind of digital products do you think you use? I know for myself, I'm an accountant, so I use budget spreadsheets, I use expenses, stock tracking, all this different kinds of stuff that I'm able to track my expenses, track my savings, all different things and tools that I use to help me be better financially. And there's all different stuff you could do, photo editing, like all these are digital products. So in terms of building a store, if you're somebody who is computer savvy, you could build an online store around digital products. And there's nothing stopping you from doing this, right? It's super intuitive, because if you aren't somebody who wants to go out, or you're not good with manufacturing, right? You can't build something with your hands. You don't have that capability. It makes sense. Like not everybody has the capability to build a new product with their hands or with a machine. So if you're somebody who's more computer friendly, go online and start building things on the internet. Start building spreadsheets, things that you could save down to your computer. Even PDF files, by the way. PDF files you could sell, and people do buy them. So those are just some things to think about. So kind of backtracking a little bit, on what I was talking about. Once you do have that product that you think is a winner, something that you think people are going to like, how are you going to sell it? The key is to get eyeballs on it. You need to get vision on it, whether that's something like this, going live and promoting a product, or making really cool advertisements and then doing paid ads for it. But I think that's so important, and it's a skill that a lot of e-commerce influencers don't talk about. They don't talk about how difficult it is sometimes to market your products. And if you really think about it, marketing is the key to running an online business. Like I said, anybody could start a business where they have a product, right? Let's say you're selling pens, right? You're selling pens. Anybody could sell a pen, but how are you going to market the pen? How are you going to make sure that people know that this is the best pen? And if you think about it in terms of like an influencer, right? Say for me, I'm a small account, right? I don't have a lot of followers or anything, but somebody who has more followers might be able to sell something easier just because they have more people looking at it. Irina Shabazi, I see you in the chat. I love you, baby. So that's just something to think about when you're starting an online store, right? How are you going to get eyeballs on your product, and how are you going to make people buy it? Because it's not easy to make people buy things. So jumping into that, I want to transition into the video that I wanted to show you guys. And given this is the first live stream on TikTok, you guys are viewing it here first, I want to do the power of TikTok Shop and why it's the future. So I'm going to producer this to the next screen. Boom. There we go. So we're going to watch this video. This is one of the online e-commerce guys that I watch. He's very good, and he does a lot of stuff around TikTok Shop and Shopify, so I always like his videos. And this is a short one on why he thinks TikTok Shop is the future of e-commerce. So let's watch it.
In the hustle and bustle of e-commerce evolution, I stumbled upon a tool that has been redefining online business as of late, and that's TikTok Shops. Now, as somebody deeply embedded in the world of dropshipping, reselling, and brand development, exploring this tool offered an enlightening perspective to the potential of integrating social media and e-commerce. So first and foremost, for those of you that don't know, what exactly is a TikTok Shop? Well, my initial dive into this feature revealed it to be a virtual storefront that's embedded within the TikTok platform and allowing businesses, influencers, and creators like you and me to...
All right, so this is a good point right here. So not only is TikTok Shop giving power to small influencers, content creators like you see, influencer here has 150,000 followers, the content creator 96,000 followers, but also gives power to these big corporations who not only have a huge market share in terms of if you go to the mall and you see a Nike store, you're going to go in and shop, right? But they're also now putting their products up on the internet, up on TikTok Shop, and it's giving people the ability to buy there. So if these mega corporations are going to adjust their strategies to go and put their products on TikTok, and you can also go on and have the same visibility that a Nike has, that a Zara has, that all these companies that go online and put their products on TikTok Shop, like he's giving the example here, Nike. If you're an account like me that only has 650 followers, but you put products up online and you get those visibility, you can actually start to compete with some of these big companies in terms of if you have a product that's similar, like Nike does t-shirts and clothes and shoes. If you're somebody who sells t-shirts, clothes, like you actually have the ability to kind of compete with them, especially since you're getting into TikTok Shop super early. I think TikTok Shop's only been around in the US for maybe a year now. So it's still so early in terms of the grand scheme of things, right? If you're trying to build a business and a brand and you're thinking long term, 5 years, 10 years, oh, I think I hit the button. 5 years, 10 years, you could start now and you're still at the golden age of this TikTok Shop. And I see all the time it's evolving, it's changing. There's all different things that go on. So let's keep watching.
Sell products directly and effortlessly to all the TikTok users, whether they follow your page or they're just finding you in the discoverability of the For You tab. The beauty lies in its simplicity. Users can pursue and purchase without ever needing to leave the app. Now, connecting a TikTok Shop to a page and directly linking products within videos creates a seamless shopping experience so viewers can click, they can view. And when they're enticed, they can even purchase those products, all while being engrossed in the video. And it dawned on me that TikTok is no longer just a hub for dance challenges and lip singing. It has morphed into a robust marketplace for all e-commerce sellers. So what makes TikTok commerce so impactful? Well, a few factors grab my initial attention, right? So TikTok's mammoth user base, billions of users across the globe, provide a fertile ground for businesses to blossom. And this expansive audience, which seems ever expanding, can essentially be the ground where your business seeds can sprout. It also offers the prospect of selling worldwide to a global audience. Now,
that's a great point, and that's something that I wanted to touch on as well. Not only does TikTok have billions of people that are on it, scrolling, liking, following, interacting with other people, it's also giving your business the chance to be global. Back in the day, before the internet and e-commerce was around, if you wanted to start a business, you would have to open up a storefront in your local town, on the main street, on a side street, open up a storefront, bring your physical products into the store. You know, people would walk by, maybe not come in, maybe not. But now you have the power with social media, with YouTube videos, with TikTok videos, to get people onto your store with the click of a finger, just on their phone, which people are on their phone a lot these days. So you have to take advantage of that.
Second captivating element was the engaging content. The crisp and captivating nature of TikTok videos means that users are much more likely to watch a promotional video in full and not even really be aware of it, which means they'll be more receptive to pitches and promos. And a video's potential to go viral provides the perpetual opportunity for sales to skyrocket with every upload. On top of that, big brands, small brands, they're all collaborating with TikTok influencers, which helps you leverage the reach and authenticity that is already on the platform to drive sales in whatever niche your products are in. Ultimately, it's a mutually beneficial arrangement which provides influencers with commission through the affiliate program within the back end of TikTok shops, and obviously businesses a boost in their sales. The TikTok algorithm played its part as well, right? It brilliantly showcased all my content to users who are much more likely to be genuinely interested and created a tailored audience to increase the probability of my sales.
It's funny he mentions that because that's how I saw him. The algorithm pushed him. I was searching e-commerce and business and Shopify and trying to just learn and watch more videos. And then I stumbled upon his page where I go onto his YouTube and he has the long form videos and he shows people how to build businesses, where I started following this guy here. So it's funny he mentions that because he's 100% right. If you put content out there that's in a specific niche or a genre of whatever you're selling, it's going to push that out to the people. So not only if your business makes videos related to a product or related to a service, it's going to find the people that are going to want to buy that product or want to view that service. So that's why it's important to get content flowing, get eyes on your page.
Without a substantial initial audience, it doesn't really matter, right? Because if the TikTok video actually hits, then TikTok will find that audience and present it to them. You don't need a large follower base to get started and make sales. And that is a game changer because everybody has the ability to enter and do well with good videos. Now, the seamless user experience offered by TikTok Shops struck me as pivotal because it's unlike any other that I've seen. Also, on top of that, unlike traditional online shopping, which requires navigation from like social media to an external website, TikTok Shop does not do that. It actually offers an integrated shopping experience where viewers have the potential for every scroll and every swipe to see a product, click the link, and buy all on the TikTok platform in real time.
So that's a problem that I saw when I first got into e-commerce. I did the meta route with Facebook and Instagram, right? But the problem with those, and when you run ads on there, is that it goes to the external web page. So now you're making it a little bit harder, not harder per se, but just a little more strenuous process for your customer. It's like the customer's on Instagram, they're scrolling, or they're on Facebook, right? And they see your product, they like it. Now they have to click it, go to your website, refine the product, check out, put their credit card in, put their address in for shipping, and it's just kind of a strenuous process that slows down sales, in my opinion. With TikTok Shop, a lot of people have already bought something on TikTok Shop, right? So not only is their credit card in there, their address is in there. I know it's linked with Apple Pay. It's linked with all these credit card providers. So all you have to do is get it in their site on TikTok Shop. And it's such an easier click of a button, maybe 3 buttons tops to buy your product. Once they see the video, click it, go to your storefront, click buy now on the product, and then they buy it. So it's super seamless on TikTok Shop, and that is what I like about it. I don't like having to build a website perfectly to have people convert into customers, because creating a website is not easy with good pictures and good layout, a checkout page, shipping page. It's difficult.
Or the authentic product displays within TikTok Shop and the videos offer the immediate ability for every single viewer to eventually turn into a customer. Plus, the algorithm ensures that products are paraded to the receptive and most tailored audiences. Once you upload a few videos around the same topic and same niche, TikTok is actually pulling from that viewer base and finding the audience for your future videos as you upload. Now, with the growth trajectory of both TikTok and TikTok Shops, this is an unmistakable opportunity that you need to hop on while it's still hot. For businesses, influencers, and entrepreneurs that are selling products like you and I, understanding and harnessing the power of TikTok Shop is not just merely following a trend. It could very well be a significant pivot toward the future of e-commerce. It's not necessarily about hopping on the bandwagon that is TikTok videos, right? It's more so about recognizing the opportunity that is TikTok Shops integrating into this app right now. And in a world where social media and e-commerce are kind of being morphed into one, hence TikTok Shop, it's reshaping the future of e-commerce and the way that customers are approaching buying and sellers are approaching customers. The real question is, will you seize this opportunity now or let it slip away?
So yeah, I like the last part of what he said there, of merging social media and merging social media with e-commerce, because not only do you see TikTok Shop nowadays, or see Instagram, Meta, Facebook have platforms that you could buy products right on there now, but you also see companies that are traditionally product selling companies like Amazon. Amazon now has a feature where you could scroll and look at products that affiliates are putting up. So what does that do for them? It's creating a social media aspect where you could sell products, and it's so unbelievable. It's so unbelievably powerful. So any questions on that, guys? I know that was a lot of information kind of quickly. I'm kind of in a rush here today, but I wanted to get on here and just talk a little bit about something for you guys. So any questions there before I kind of close out with this last thing I wanted to talk about? How are we liking the stream? How are my TikTok folks? I see we had over 300 viewers during the course of the live stream here, so that's great. I'm super happy with that on the first TikTok stream. Sam, if you're still viewing, man, what do you think of TikTok Shop? So before I log off here, I want to show you guys one of the platforms that I'm using to build out a few of my stores and to build out linking this with social media, right? Linking it with TikTok Shop, linking it with other platforms. So it's called AutoDS. If you guys haven't heard of AutoDS, it's an all-inclusive drop shipping platform per se, right? So AutoDS is a really good platform in my opinion. It gives you the ability to integrate. So let's look at the integration. So obviously you're going to be able to integrate with Shopify. You're going to be able to integrate with Wix and WooCommerce, right? Those are your traditional e-commerce platforms to build a website and to put products up. But it also gives you the ability to integrate with old school online shopping as well. eBay, Amazon, Etsy, right? These are mega companies that have a huge base of users that go on and buy stuff off of there, right? People buy lots of stuff off Etsy. People buy lots of stuff off eBay. People buy lots of stuff off Amazon. We know this, right? So that's putting your products up on those platforms are going to sell too. It's something that it's already there, but it's already a platform that people go by. You're just going to put your products up on there on a page, right? So AutoDS gives you the ability to do that. But then that last part of what we talked about before with integrating social media with e-commerce, you could see they have a Facebook and they have a TikTok shop option. So now with AutoDS, you have the ability to integrate your business and your products into all these different platforms where you could sell. And it's so much better to be integrated on multiple platforms over different social medias, different e-commerce platforms, Amazon, eBay, Etsy, and then you have your traditional domain name that you could build on Shopify. So this is a very all-inclusive e-commerce platform. So other suppliers too, so you could supply goods from, I know this might be hard to see on some of your screens, but you could supply goods from these big names that we talk about as well. So AliExpress has been used traditionally for drop shipping from Chinese companies, Chinese manufacturers here in the US to get super cheap goods. But you could also use Amazon products, Walmart products, dropshipping.com products. I think honestly that Amazon and the Walmart one is a super new thing that I've seen they've been doing. You're going to pay a little bit more on it. You're going to pay a little bit of a premium price on the products from Amazon and Walmart, but you're going to be able to get good products into your store, which is key, right? You want good products like we talked about before. They're going to be able to market. So your profit margins might be a little slimmer, might not be a lot at all, maybe only 20 to 30% on Amazon and Walmart products. But AliExpress is where you could get up into that 75% profit margins on some of these products, depending on how much you pay for shipping and how much and all that stuff runs you. But yeah, if you guys are looking to build a business, I would highly recommend AutoDS. There's a lot of different features in here. Product research, they give you guys trending, winning products. AI built Shopify store. They will actually build your Shopify store for you. I've tested this too. I liked it. You obviously have to go in and make your own details and stuff like that, but it gives you a template. It gives you a nice template. It'll put your products up on the page. It'll give you a nice header. It'll give you some buttons to click to organize things. But yeah, it's a very good platform. And the best part, which I didn't even mention, this just reminded me, it is all fulfilled through AutoDS. So it's hands off. You don't have to touch a product. All you have to do is when a customer buys in, all you have to do is pretty much accept the transaction. So you're going to buy it. So a customer is buying it off your Shopify store, but you have it linked through Amazon per se. So all you're going to do is go on and click accept the order, and that's going to tell Amazon to fulfill the order on your behalf. So then the customer's information will be transferred to Amazon and they will ship it straight to them. Same for all the other ones, AliExpress, Walmart, wherever you are supplying it for, print on demand, all that stuff, it's all fulfilled through AutoDS. And yes, AutoDS has their own print on demand features. Like I talked about, you could go on and print off a graphic t-shirt, print off a hoodie. If you're a graphic designer, this is great for you because you could just get in there, start uploading products. It's a very good software. So I highly recommend. So that's all I had for you guys today. I appreciate everyone joining in. I appreciate, what does this say? So I highly recommend you guys get in here and start looking at how to build your online store because the future is now. It's 100% right now. So get out there, start building, start finding products you like, and one day you're going to reap the benefits of having all this stuff in your favor. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys have a good one. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube, if you're watching on X, if you're watching on TikTok, wherever you're watching this at.